Hey guys, it's Raquel. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another wine and dolly, so please grab yourself a glass of wine or your favorite beverage and join me for this little bit of one-on-one talk of what's going on in my life and what's going on in terms of doll stuff for me. So, cheers! Really quick before I forget again, thank you so much for the 100 subs. I really appreciate it. I just realized that we hit 103 and I was going to put it in this video and completely forgot due to various other things that I talked about. So here it is right now. Thank you so much for the 100 subs. Let's aim to get 125 next. That's really good. I just put it down for a little bit. Okay, so the past month has been, for me, super hectic. February ended up being a lot more hectic than January, and it ended up kind of tumbling into this amalgamation of like overstimulation, overstressed, over everything. One good thing to note though that is doll related is that I got confirmation that one of my friends is going to Dull North, which is really exciting. So I'll be able to meet up with her and probably shoot some content with her and do that type of thing. And I'm really, really excited for that. So that's super exciting. So at least I know that one of my ball jointed doll friends is going to be at Dull North this year. So that's awesome. In terms of like my other doll stuff, I haven't been doing much. Obviously, my crafting room's still being worked on, and I've got school and a whole bunch of other things. So I haven't really been doing much doll related things besides the videos here on YouTube, which I have been maintaining. So I am happy about that. But I do hope that in mid-April into May, I can start working on doll stuff. And the reason why I say then is because I am currently taking sewing classes that are done 2 days a week, and I've got about 3 different garments I'm making. I'm making a jacket, a men's vest, and men's pants, and that has been taking up a lot of my creative time and just my brain power in terms of crafting and doing all that type of stuff. So we're already like way past halfway through the semester. I've got less than a month pretty much left of school before you have to hand in your final assignments, and I'm not haven't been started on them, so I'm a little stressed. So that's kind of where my artistic doll related stuff, like all my doll time, is kind of going towards my homework, because that what would have been doll time is my crafting time, my homework time, which is like because it's crafting related, right? So I definitely hope that I can start working on doll stuff, like actually where I can film it for you guys and you guys can see it, or I can stream it on my streaming channel that I do, and then like re-upload it here or something like that. I hope to be able to do that in May, June, around there, because obviously I have to prep for Anime North, aka Dull North, and all that jazz as well. So it's going to be a little lackluster up until about that point, and then I'm hoping, despite the market season, which, if you don't know what the market season is, it's my work schedule is very hectic in the summertime, and I call it the market season. So that's what that is. I'm hoping that I can just push through the market season and keep going with this and keep being able to create and actually sit down and be able to sew some stuff for my dolls and to show you guys, and potentially, do something with that, which I have planned. I just need to get to that moment. In terms of like what I've been dealing with, besides, the classes, which have been overwhelming in regards to me not being really able to get a grip and get myself situated to be able to work, I've got a bunch of other things going on in my life right now. I've had not necessarily massive, okay, so don't worry, I'm fine, but I did have a tiny medical scare where I wasn't sure what was happening, and I was lucky because when I discovered this thing that I wasn't sure what it was, I actually was going to the doctor the next day to deal with some stuff. So I went and told the doctor, "Hey, look, this thing," and he was like, "Okay, it's fine, everything's fine." And I was like, "Okay, good," because I wasn't sure, and it's popped out of nowhere, and I was like freaking out. So luckily, that situation is, it's fine. There's no need to worry. It was just when something like that happens, I get very overwhelmed and panicky, and I can't seem to take my mind off of it until I find a conclusion or I have an answer. And so it kind of distracted me for a little bit. Another thing is that, like, and this like really sucks, is that, like, you guys may or may not know, I think I've talked about it once before in one of the other wine and dollies or one of my videos. Oh shit, hold on. Sorry, that was my work alarm. But essentially, I go to therapy for just I. It was based off of something from the past, which I not necessarily don't want to talk about. I can talk about it. It doesn't bother me anymore. I just don't want to give any light and attention to it on my platforms, at least not in video form, which is like forever. When it's streaming, I'm live. I'm talking about it in the moment, but then usually those moments aren't clipped, or no one really thinks about it later because I'm playing other games and stuff like that. So I don't really want to talk about it necessarily on a video that will be on my channel hopefully forever. So but I got therapy after that moment in time in my life, and I've kind of been consistent with it. I got better. Obviously, I was in a really low place, and I've gotten to the point where I can, write, I can make YouTube videos. I'm in a good place now. However, unfortunately, some stuff happened with my therapist, and I am now in search for another therapist. So that's extremely daunting on me because I had created a really tight bond with my therapist, and it's no fault of hers. She's going through some major things right now, and I feel really bad for her, and I really hope she gets better and her life improves. But unfortunately, I need I can't wait. Like, I need someone to kind of bounce these overwhelming, stressful frustrations that I have, and I am now on the hunt for a therapist. So that's very daunting because I don't like change, and that's gonna be fun. So I started that, and then on top of that is one thing I can talk about in terms of medicalness is that when I was younger, I had surgery done on my feet, and I used to be a runner beforehand. You'd run track and field. I would run up and down the stairs. I run everywhere, and then I had these surgeries on my feet that would enable me to be able to wear heels and be more comfortable with my feet, where my feet wouldn't hurt as much and stuff like that. And ever since then, I haven't been able to run properly. And what I mean by that is not necessarily because my feet are malfunctioning. They're fine. They're actually perfect. And, like, I can walk, I can run, I can do a lot of things with my feet. It's more my lungs. I always thought it was just because I hadn't been on my feet for almost a year after my surgeries. And I just wasn't getting enough exercise and things like that. And so when I ran, even just down the street, like, kid you not, just down my street, if I run, by the time I get to the end of the street, my lungs are burning, I'm completely out of breath, I'm struggling to catch my breath, I start coughing because I can't, like, it's almost as if I can't intake enough air, and it feels like my lungs are on fire, and it feels like my throat's on fire, like, all here just in flames. So I didn't know that was not normal. I thought that was completely normal. So I was talking to a couple of sewing friends of mine, and they were like, that doesn't sound right. And so I was like, okay, well, but I'm pretty sure it's fine. Let me talk to my doctor. And my doctor's like, yeah, that doesn't sound right. So I'm actually going to be getting a test done tomorrow to find out what's going on with my lungs, because my doc thinks potentially I may have a mild form of asthma, and I have never known up until this point. Like, I'm 30 years old and I'm finding out that I may have asthma. So that's happening tomorrow. And in terms of the whole therapist thing, looking for a new therapist, I'm doing, a consultation tomorrow. So as you can tell, like, every single day that I've been trying to, like, even today, like, today was supposed to be a homework day. I had to go, I had to, help my grandmother out. I had to deal with the whole trying to find a new therapist, and I didn't. I got the phone call today for the test for my lungs. So I'm trying to put aside time to do my homework and the things that are stressing me out, and then just everything else just like fucking bulldozes over it. And I'm like, ha. So I'm stressed. And I'm doing my best to take care of myself. I know you guys mentioned that last time. I am doing my best to take care of myself. Obviously, aside from the wine and dollies, I actually don't drink a lot of alcohol unless it's like for special occasions. So don't worry, there's nothing there. And in general, I'm just really tired and overwhelmed. That's what it really is. Um, that's not gonna change my goal, which is to post twice a week on this channel. It's gonna stay consistent, but I may do a couple videos that are shorter than usual, or maybe instead of me doing actual like content, I may just do another update video kind of like this, probably minus the wine, just to give you guys a midweek update. I mean mid-month update or something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just kind of rolling with the punches right now because my focus is almost entirely trying to be directed towards my homework and not fully engaging in all the other things I want to do because I am so far behind on that. So I'm it's a little bit of an update. Not really. Obviously, I'm going to be doing a video tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing yet because it's a misc video. So I don't know if I'm going to do a doll tag or if I'm going to do a book review or something like that. I think I may do a doll tag because I think talking about how my dolls bring me joy and how they kind of help me de-stress in certain situations like what's happening right now would be very helpful for some people to know, or just for you guys to like be curious about. I think I may talk about that because they do bring me joy when I look at them, and even if they don't help me on a huge scale, they do to a degree. So I'll talk about that more tomorrow. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna keep with it, obviously, and I am gonna take care of myself. I just want you guys to know that if I look more tired or I'm a little more jumbled than usual this month, it's just because I'm just being bombarded with things and I can't seem to catch a break or catch up. So I apologize if things are not fantastic for the next month or so, at least until my schooling is done. I think once my classes are done and I don't have to think about that anymore and I don't have to worry about that, that's pretty much 2 days, 2 evenings I get back to myself that I'm able to do other things for. So I'll get my like Tuesday back, I'll get my Monday back, which I plan on doing some stuff for streaming, and I think it'll flow better. I think I just have too much on my plate right now and I'm just struggling to kind of juggle all these balls at once. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna take another sip of wine because I've been talking this entire time and haven't, and I'm gonna have to drink this. So let me do that. Man, this is so good, and this will also put me to sleep. So I may take a nap after this video. Um, but yeah, that's kind of the update. I apologize that it's all over the place. It's a jumbled, garbled mess, and that it's just not as positive as I would have liked it. But life is life. I'm not gonna mull over it and be like, oh, life is always perfect. No, it's not. Like, we're all adults. Shit hits the fan, you know. So I hope that you have a good month. I hope that you're having a great day today. I hope that life is going in a positive direction for you guys, and As always, I will see you guys in the next one. See you, everybody. Bye.